Well, one of the biggest talking points at tomorrow's G8 meeting will be how much help to give the opposition in Syria's ongoing crisis. But two world leaders who have different views on that issue are planning to meet one-on-one today. David Cameron and Vladimir Putin are holding talks in London. John Northcott is on the story and joins us now with more. So, John, this meeting is definitely coming at a critical time. What are the two leaders expected to talk about specifically?
Absolutely, Nancy. And this is a photograph of what 10 Downing Street looks like. As soon as we get the live shot, we'll be able to bring it to you. We understand that the arrival of Putin is just minutes away. As they say, we'll bring that to you whenever we can. I would say this is a photograph in happier times, but you can see the two men not too quite happier here in this file photograph. But what they are going to talk about is Russia's support of the regime of Bashar al-Assad. He has promised to send anti-aircraft missiles to the country. Assad, in fact, has gone on the record as saying he has already taken delivery of them. But the most recent statement from Putin was that they'd made the deal years before the outbreak of war, and he was going to stand by that deal. Cameron, of course, has pointed out that in his belief, along with that of the President of France, as well as the U.S. President Barack Obama, that there has been the use of chemical weapons by the Assad regime against the people, against the rebels in that country. And he has supported taking stronger action. The U.S. saying that they are prepared to deliver small arms to the rebels. The question is whether Cameron can get a similar proviso through the British Parliament. He may not be able to do that. Nonetheless, some of the British media, in advance of this meeting this afternoon, are using words, and this sounds strong to say, but using words that perhaps this could be the start of some kind of new Cold War with the East and West, the old East and West, Russia and Western allies, part of the G8, not seeing eye to eye on major geopolitical issues that we're seeing in essentially, which is the petri dish of all this, Syria. Nancy?
So, John, as we continue to follow the twists and turns in Syria and the latest concerns about what's next, this all comes on the heels of Egypt actually announcing yesterday that it is severing diplomatic ties with Syria. So what else do we know about that part of the story?
Absolutely. Mohamed Morsi of Egypt coming out yesterday, of course, a Sunni-based country with the Shia in the other parts of the Arab world, including the Alawite sect in Syria. Him coming out strongly against Hezbollah's involvement in the region, seeing this divide being created between the Sunni and Shia worlds, coming out and making the statements that he did, 20,000 people in a stadium greeting the words that he had, saying that he would stand behind the people. These are the latest shots of what is and perhaps was the Syrian embassy in Cairo, as it looks like diplomatic relations now have ended between those two countries, battle lines being drawn, all this against the backdrop of the G8 meeting as the rest of the world gets involved, poised to get involved in this conflict. Nancy?
Well, no doubt about it. It's going to be very much a front of mind issue for that G8 meeting. We'll follow it closely. Thanks, John.
Okay.